Today is Friday, December 29th, 2023, day 8 of 75 Hard. I am happy to report that my wife and I both, again for 8 days, have successfully completed all 5 of our critical tasks. We remain faithful to our diet, and that was while taking food to a friend whose family was sick. We are doing no wheat, no added sugars above 2 grams, no processed sugars and stuff like that. And so we made tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches to take them, and neither one of us ate a single piece of bread. And the tomato soup actually had flour in it as a thickener and had like 7 grams of added sugar. So even sampling that would have thrown us off of our diet. So we did very well, didn't eat any of that, and we are continuing to pray for our friends who aren't feeling the best right now. We both drank a gallon of water, read our 10 pages, taken a selfie. We did the 2 workouts. Because I'm starting week 2 now of the 10 plus week process, we had to scale down our second workout to avoid injury and just kind of work our way back up to activities. We were just going on a ruck in the morning and then just a walk in the afternoon for 45 minutes each, both outside. So the way that I have changed my second workout and what I will do for the rest of week 2 is that instead of a ruck and a walk, I'm doing 2 rucks. So I'm taking my pack with me both times. So outdoors in the cold, we're getting 2 rucks in. Next week, I'm going to begin to add weight to my pack. There's a few more items that I don't have in it yet. And then week 4, I will get up to full weight on my pack. All my bottles, my pouches, different things that have to attach to it, full of water, full everything. Pack should be close to about 40 pounds at that point with everything that I'll be carrying. And so that'll be how I'm going to incrementally ramp up the intensity, at least for the next 3 weeks, including this one. Not sure what I'm going to do for weeks 5 and beyond for the second workout. That's where we'll probably start to get back to the floor exercises, the HIIT workouts, things like that. But I'm not for sure yet. But I feel pretty good. Like I said, it is Friday night. Shabbat has started. It's a great time. And yesterday I said that today I would share some quotes from the book that I'm reading. So I am reading Developing the Leader Within You 2.0 by John Maxwell. I was mistakenly saying MacArthur several times in previous videos. I apologize for that. So no, just as I'm reading this book on leadership, just as I come across a sentence, a phrase, a definition of something that really stands out to me, I highlight it. And so I need to correct something I said wrong. I think it was like on the day 1 video. I got the quote summarized correctly, but I said it was in the 75 Hard book. It is not. It is in the leadership book. And then here's the quote. As legendary UCLA basketball coach John Wooden said, "When opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare." So as part of the leadership book, you have to prepare, all right? If you just wait for when opportunity comes and you're just thrust into being a leader, you're not going to magically have good leadership skills. And so the time to develop those is actually before you are thrust into a position of power or leadership. And I think that is great advice. And Maxwell's definition of leadership is influence. And that's really it. It's not about a job position, job title. It is how you're able to influence others. And so those are a couple quotes that I highlighted. We're still in chapter 1. Let's see. Leadership is getting people to work for you when they are not obligated. Man, that's big. He's talking about the levels of leadership, and the second level, permission. That is when your leadership begins to become effective in people's lives, when the people who work for you are willing to stay a little bit longer. All right, they don't have to. The time for them to clock out has come and gone, but they choose to stay and put in a little bit of extra time because they're working for you. All right, huge point, and just really the start of the leadership process. Needless to say, you can care about people without leading them, but you cannot lead people well without caring about them. This is something I definitely need to work on. Great advice. I have, for lack of a better, I say, trouble caring about people, and here's what I mean by that. It's not that I wish anyone harm or don't necessarily care about them. I really only invest in quality relationships. I have no interest in being shallow, and so I'm not an overly friendly people person. Not that I'm mean. I just it's hard for me to just have a general caring well-being for all people. But with the business that I'm running, with things that I'm doing, and even just to be like Yeshua, he cared about people. So I know that's something in my life that I need to continue to refine through the leading of the Holy Spirit, to be more like Christ. Let's see. However, as a leader, if you can add results to relationships and develop a team of people who like each other and get things done, you have created a powerful combination. So again, goals in the leadership. It's not just the relationships, all right? But once you care about people, they care about you. They're willing to give a little bit more because they see how much you care. If that team of people that cares about each other can actually produce results, get return on the investment there, that's a very synergistic, powerful thing. That's what he's saying there. Another quote. We're still in chapter 1 here. Leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. Success without a successor is ultimately failure. That's awesome. I mean, just think about how many businesses, ministries, movements has been started by a charismatic person, someone with a lot of passion and drive, and is able to inspire people, but then once they pass on or move out of the way, the movement, the business, the ministry dies. It's because they didn't establish some of the principles that John Maxwell is talking about here. They didn't empower others properly. They didn't build a system that could allow their movement, business, ministry survive beyond them. All right, so that is a key right there to leadership and continuing that. Let's see. Only growing people are effective at growing others. That makes sense. Don't stagnate. How can you encourage someone else to grow if you're not growing yourself? Teachable people are the best teachers. I agree with that 100%. We should, all of us, have an attitude of teachableness as we go through this life. Never assume you know everything, or that you're the smartest person in the room. Always assume that you can learn something from someone else. Let's see. That brings us to the end of chapter 1. So that is all I'm going to share as far as quotes today. I'm feeling good. And yeah, I had a friend tell me today that I look like I've lost weight. I don't feel as though I have, but maybe I'm losing inches. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're starting week 2 of 75 Hard. We have more than 9 weeks to go. All right, not giving up yet. We're still doing everything like we should, and I'm fully confident that my wife and I both will be able to see this thing through. So thank you for joining me today. I pray that you're blessed. Bye now.